All holy scriptures and all the great souls of the past and present emphatically stress that the holy name is non-different from Krishna. Although outwardly a mere combination of letters, it is an especially merciful manifestation of Krishna descending from the spiritual world. Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains that the holy name is our first encounter with Krishna in this material world, and thus, like Krishna, the holy name reserves the ultimate right to be revealed or not. Impersonalists or materialists may chant the holy name as well. But since the Supreme Lord is not present in such chanting, their sound vibration, although carrying the syllables of the holy name, is devoid of power. Their chanting is imbued with the desire for liberation and for sense gratification. They consider the holy name to be material. These people may receive some secondary benefits from chanting, but since the holy name withholds Krishna from them, they will never obtain the real treasure of spiritual life, namely Krishna Prema, pure love of Krishna. Therefore, it is so important to have the proper conception of the chanting of the holy name. Śrīla Prabhupāda explains in this connection, this is a room conversation that took place in 1977. They may chant, but they must understand that there is a way how the chanting process will be more effective. That they must know. Chanting is open. Anyone can chant, but they must know it. That if I chant in the proper process, then it will be effective. There is one word by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Namaskara Bahir Hai, Nama Hai, Nama Nahi Hai. Simply the alphabet or coming, but that is not Nama. Namaskar, Nama Akshara, Nama Akshara. Yeah, Nama Akshara Bahir Hai, Nama Hai, Nama Nahi Hai. Hare Krishna, the alphabets are coming out, but it is not the holy name. Now, continuing. The proper process by which the holy name exhibits its full efficiency is to chant with the right understanding, sambandha-jñāna. What is the right understanding of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra? This is explained by Śrīla Prabhupāda. The word Hara is a form of addressing the energy of the Lord, and the words Krishna and Rama are forms of addressing the Lord Himself. Both Krishna and Rama means the supreme pleasure, and Hara is the supreme pleasure energy of the Lord, changed to Hare in the vocative. The supreme pleasure energy of the Lord helps us to reach the Lord. These three words, namely Hara, Hara, Krishna, and Rama, are the transcendental seeds of Mahamantra. The chanting is a special call for the Lord and His energy to give protection to the conditioned soul. This chanting is exactly like the genuine cry of a child for its mother's presence. Mother Hara helps the devotee achieve the Lord Father's grace. And the Lord reveals Himself to the devotee who chants this mantra. This is from the Topmost Yoga System, Chapter 6. In a letter to a disciple, Śrīla Prabhupada summed up the meaning of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra in a way which he often used in his lecture. He wrote, "O Hare, O Radharani, O Krishna, please engage me in your service so that I can get relief from the service of Maya." Chanting aims at nothing less than a revelation of the Supreme Person Himself. When the chanter has come to this understanding, he will establish in his life a golden throne for the holy name and worship it as the most precious and valuable jewel. Then there will be no space left for inattention or offenses. Chanting aims at nothing less than a revealing of Supreme Person Himself. When the chanter has come to this understanding, he will establish in his life a golden throne for the holy name and worship it as the most precious and valuable jewel. Then there will be no space left for inattention and offenses. This esoteric point makes the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra an open secret. It is open in the sense of being accessible to everyone, but a proper understanding is absolutely necessary to reach love of Radha and Krishna. With a false understanding and false motivation, one will not obtain the highest benefit of chanting. As a pill capsule exerts its effect only if filled with the proper medicine, chanting can be effective only with the proper understanding. The holy name, like Krishna, reveals himself according to the desires of his devotees. In this connection, Lord Brahma prays to Krishna, "You are so merciful to your devotees that you manifest yourself in the particular eternal form of transcendence in which they always think of you." This is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Now, Prabhupada's comments. The statement here that the Lord manifests himself before the devotee in the form in which the devotee likes to worship himself indicates that the Lord becomes subordinate to the desire of the devotee. So much so that he manifests his particular form as the devotee demands. This demand of the devotee is satisfied by the Lord because he is playable in terms of the transcendental loving service of the devotee. This is also confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. Ye yata mam prapatyante tamsta taiva bhajamyaham. From the fourth chapter. This can mean that a materialist who chants Hare Krishna with a material understanding gets his material desires fulfilled. According to Śrīla Bhaktivinoda Ṣhākura, the impersonalist chanting of Hare Krishna will vanish in the impersonal Brahman effulgence, which emanates from the transcendental body of the Supreme Lord. Their chanting is not pleasing to Krishna, but painful, so it gets absorbed before it reaches the Lord. If someone is serious to get love of Godhead and return to the original supreme world, spiritual world, Goloka Vrindavana, he must chant with the right understanding. That is, again, this Yajnavalkya Samhita says, without knowing its meaning, one will not attain the goal intended by chanting that specific mantra. Like how I used to say that there are hundreds and thousands and millions of aquatic lives in Ganges. We all go once in a while to Ganges to take bath in Ganges. Um, but the fishes are living there forever. But the question is, do all the fishes which are constantly living in Ganges get Krishna Bhakti and go back to Vaikunta, Goloka? Yeah, no. Why? This is the answer. Yajnavalkya Samhita says, without knowing its meaning, one will not attain the goal intended by chanting the specific mantra. It applies to anything and everything. Of course, there will be some benefits, but it's not the ultimate benefit that they all get. Thus, chanting depends on proper, instead of being born into a muddy area or some gutter, they've been able to be born in Ganges. That means there is something there, but not necessarily that going to give them the ultimate destination. So that's likewise when we go also, it's not just simply dipping into Ganges, it's just going to clear our sins and give us bhakti. It is without knowing its meaning, whatever we are doing, it's just we are talking here about the Krishna chanting, but whatever we are doing in Krishna consciousness, there should be a proper understanding. Without understanding, one will not attain goal intended by any services that we are trying to do. I'm just changing chanting to services. Chanting is also a service. Thus, chanting depends on proper understanding and intention. Otherwise, one will chant with the lips but not with the heart. And the holy name does not really appear. However, one should not be discouraged by these statements. Even while not on the highest level, the holy name still will gradually reveal its transcendental strength if chanted with the correct understanding. The last paragraph. The holy name is compared to a wonderful flower. At the beginning, it is present as a mere bud, but then gradually and steadily it develops to its full blossomed stage. Just as a bud transforms into an attractive flower with fascinating petals, the sweet Shyama Sundara form of Krishna in Goloka Vrindavan will be revealed to the serious chanter. When the bud starts to open, the chanter will be captivated by the 64 transcendental qualities of Krishna, which emerge from the blossoming flower of the holy name like an irresistible fragrance. Finally, when the holy name has fully blossomed, Krishna's eternal pastimes will be revealed to the chanter. Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. So this is the understanding that we should have. This is a proper conception of why we are chanting, what are we trying to do here. That should be understood. Okay, I'll pause here and see if there is any discussion or sharing. If there is nothing, I'll just to keep up with the time. I'll just like to again one more time read the 8 points from from the yesterday's practical support. So it reminds all of us how we have to chant. Preparation, make a resolution to the day before. Next morning, I will chant with full concentration and then go to bed. Number two, start very early the next morning. Chant at a place free of distraction, either in the association of devotees or at a location which offers you maximum solitude. If the mind starts to flicker, calm it down by prayer or try some breathing exercise that Hari Puja Mataji taught us. Number three, while chanting, A. Chant your rounds fluently without interruption. Control your speed in the beginning. B. Take care of a clear, distinct pronunciation of the holy name. C. Keep a straight posture. It is better to sit upright while chanting. This posture is in the mode of goodness. To lie down would be an ignorance, and to walk in passion. Number four, concentrate the mind on the sound vibration. Five, control the mind. 5A, draw it back when it drifts away. 5B, relieve it from the past by not delving on what happened the day before or week before or year before. 5C, abandon the planning of your daily schedule. If needed, write it down so you don't need to concentrate on that one. 6, try to attain the state of mind recommended in the third verse, Shishtastakam, humility, tolerance, pridelessness, respect for all living beings. This attempt will succeed if you bear in mind that all the soul, you are an insignificant, minute part of the Lord. 7. Meditate on the meaning of the holy name while chanting, as it is revealed by Śrīla Prabhupāda and the previous Acharya. And number 8. Chant with a feeling of longing for Krishna. And that last point is elaborated in gaining the proper conception of holy name. That is what we read today in 1, 2, 3 pages, 3 pages. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, may I ask a question?
You
Yes,
can ask the question,
it will be
see
very,
how big the question is.
it's not big. Just because this is mentioned, like when we walk, it's in the mode of passion. Like in Kali Yuga, I have seen that even at the temple, it is very difficult to sit and for 2 hours. I have seen like lot of people as well as lot of monks also, like they just walk, chant and walk. So is it considered a mode of passion even when we do it at the right time of like 5:15 to 7:15 that is prescribed?
Yeah, so sitting for us, all of us, sitting in many of medium, sitting in one place for a couple of hours, entire 16 rounds, it may be challenging. It could be various reasons could be involved. But point here is, at least when you're walking and chanting, you're walking within the temple premises, in the hall, temple hall, around the tulasi. So that is fine. If you cannot sit one stretch and chant all the 16 rounds, that is absolutely fine. But then if you're going to have a chanting, going to chant and going to the shopping mall,
Okay.
and that is a problem there.
Okay.
It's really not worth of chanting at the time. I mean, I wouldn't say that, but it's not effective.
Yes. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. All right, thank you all very much for joining today. We'll meet again tomorrow, 5 a.m. Central. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Chant Krishna's name and be happy. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.